Hey guys, welcome back to the Cherry on Top podcast. I'm your host, Alicia Cherian, and today we have a very special guest with us. It's Nomin! Unfortunately, Ksenia had to cancel on us. She had an event to go to or something like that. She backed out last minute. She's canceled. Remove her from the podcast, actually.
Get her banned.
So here we have a better version of Ksenia. Actually, not even a version. That's low-key disrespectful to you.
Yeah, don't say that.
We have my close and personal friend, Nomin. She's also one of my roommates. She's actually the
actual roommate of Ksenia. We share a room. I am a proud member of JSC 606B Tower.
Maybe let's not bleep out or air out our entire room number. But that's okay. All right. Nomin, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little unprepared. I'm excited because this is my first time having to hear my own voice directly.
It's really weird. For those that don't know these headsets that we have on, we have to hear our own voices and basically hear the own audio that's coming back to us. So it's really weird to hear our own voices get amplified back at us. But Nomin, you're our first guest on the pod. How does it feel?
I feel great. I feel excited. I'm looking around this room. I'm like experiencing things I've never experienced before, and it's really cool. So I'm excited.
Nomin is actually low-key our ghostwriter for the podcast. When the Cherry on Top podcast was first forming, I sat down with Nomin, and actually she gave me a lot more useful ideas than Ksenia did. But that's besides the point. So I'm really happy to have you on the podcast today.
I'm very happy that I was your last resort.
I asked her 15 minutes before the podcast started because that is when Ksenia told me that she could not come. Okay, let's talk about why you were the last podcast or last resort. You told me multiple times that you wouldn't even watch the podcast, that you wouldn't tune into the podcast, you would never guest feature on the podcast. You basically said that you wanted nothing to do with the podcast and yet fed me all these amazing ideas. So I decided not to bother you until I was desperate. And for some reason, everyone else was like, oh, we want to be on the pod. Can we guest feature? And then no one wanted to come on the pod today. Granted, I gave them 30 minutes notice, but still, it's the principle of the thing. But Nomin decided to grace us with their presence. Do you want to tell them what your nickname is?
My nickname is Pretty Sexy Girl.
Insert a picture of the shirt that she has. But yeah, okay, Nomin. You probably don't know because you've never watched our podcast.
I watched 15 minutes of it while I was in Night Ride once. Cool. The debut episode.
Right.
That's about as much as I watched. Ksenia was talking about being a little mouse and eating in her bed that I always yell at her about. Stop eating in our room.
Okay, so first tell us about how did you and Ksenia meet? What are your thoughts on Ksenia? Spoiler alert, they're bad.
Yeah, I don't like Ksenia. I don't know who Ksenia is. I would never live with her again. But yeah, anyway, we are high school friends and we just decided to room together. It's actually like a weird story, but that's...
Story for another time.
But yeah, I became friends with her in 8th grade. And when we were in 8th grade, that was COVID time. So we had to do online learning until April. And then I decided to walk home one day, April 2021. And Ksenia comes up to me.
Timelines are important.
This is important.
No, it's important.
I was going to walk home that day, and Ksenia, I talked to her a couple times in class, but it was like, whatever. Actually, in the beginning of 8th grade, she added me on Snapchat. She was new to the school. She added me on Snapchat, and she starts texting me. It was like, hi, do you watch anime? And think
right.
about how you texted in 2020. Ksenia was 2020. She was
2020 incarnate.
Think about how you texted back then. That's exactly how Ksenia texted. And I was like, oh, she's very interesting. But then back to the end of 8th grade where I was walking home, she was like, hey, which direction are you gonna go? And I was like, oh, that way. She was like, okay, I'm gonna walk with you. When did I ask you to do that? You just invited yourself. And then we decided to start walking back home together. And then eventually we started walking to school together. But yeah.
So she basically stalked you and preyed on you
and followed me and threatened.
Like dang near kidnapped you.
She low-key blackmailed me to hang out with her.
Right. Further reasons why we should cancel Ksenia.
Cancel Ksenia. Get her
Just
banned.
get her banned.
But
we
yeah.
don't do that around here.
And now she is my roommate.
Crazy story.
It took me like 5 minutes to get to the point, but yeah, that's how I met Ksenia.
That's what the point of this podcast is. It's the epitome of the fact that the story could be told in about 5 minutes, but we take 20 minutes to tell a story.
Yes.
Because the details are important, guys. We have to paint a picture. We're storytellers. We're about painting the picture. Like, there has to be, you got to be able to imagine it in your head. So that's what we're all about.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, let's get to, we have a bit on our podcast. We do our weekly cherry on top. So between last Wednesday and this Wednesday, anything that basically made or broke your week, like what was just the cherry on top. It could be good, could be bad, could be kind of meh. Just whatever it was, like either the weirdest thing that happened or like just the thing that really just capped everything off.
So this week I would say started on a Sunday, and I have been crying every single day since. I don't like that I'm putting that out there, but let me just tell you that's what has been happening, and that's how bad this week has been, and it is Wednesday.
We're all about being vulnerable. We're basically showing you that it could always get worse. You could be living our lives and doing this kind of stuff. So really, is it that bad? Like, you could be Nomin.
Yeah. And
Right.
I feel like I don't cry that much, even though she would probably beg to differ.
You really don't, though. You really don't.
Yeah, every like month or every 2 months, I go to Alicia and I'm sobbing my eyes out. So
And I do the same thing. So, I mean, it's a mutual thing. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. Like, these feelings bottle up, and that's not good. You gotta have at least one crying buddy in your life. And if you don't have that, what are you doing? Find a Nomin.
yeah,
Find a pretty sexy girl.
find a pretty sexy girl.
All right, my cherry on top for this week is also a bad one. Guys, I swear, my past 3 cherry on tops have been bad cherry on tops. I promise I was going to say I'm not a negative person. I low-key am. But eventually, they'll get better, trust. But my cherry on top for this week is the fact that UConn women's basketball lost in the Final Four, got blown out by South Carolina. I genuinely wanted to sob after the game. I felt like a dad watching football. Like, I wanted to throw something at my screen. I've never felt that much testosterone in my life. But my girl Izzy Fudd did not deserve this kind of treatment. And then the fact that the coach blew up at the end of the game, like, and then Caitlin called me right after the game, and she was like, "Bro, I just heard that they lost." And I'm like, I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation right now. Why are you playing in my face and calling me and telling me this like I didn't just watch the game? Like, it was just bad. Like, I ride with UConn, and it was really disappointing to see. And then the men lost in the championship. Like, that really just started the week of badness for me. It was because this happened on Friday. Then the entire weekend after that was just not that fun. Actually, Sunday was fun for me. Did you guys have a good Easter? Did you have a good Easter?
Well, I'm not Christian, so I don't celebrate Easter, but
like Easter bunnies, chocolate, and stuff like that.
I didn't get any of that. I
Right.
ended up crying that night.
Because the Easter bunny didn't come, or
Yeah, let's just say that. Let's just say that.
I did an egg hunt for the first time in like 10 years.
Grown woman.
I know. I haven't done one since I was really, really little, but my friend graciously put one together for us on Sunday and hid them around their apartment, and then me and my other friend battled it out trying to
That's so cute.
win that. and I won, for the record. I just want to let everyone know. To my opponent who's watching, I know you're watching this, I won, and fair and square. So she's gonna say that I didn't find the golden egg, like blah blah blah. Like, nobody cares about that. I won. Fair and
Quantity over quality.
square. Right. So, and exactly, that's the point of the game.
This
right?
is like,
So,
guys, this is crazy, but this is low-key my first time seeing Alicia in like 2 weeks.
yeah. No, genuinely, yeah, because I don't know what's been going on this semester. I think everybody just has lives now, of which we did not have last semester.
Mm-hmm.
I see my roommates at this point maybe once a week. Yesterday was the first time I've seen you this week.
And I
Last
barely
night.
saw
And
you.
I didn't even see you. I just
And I
went straight to
barely
my
saw
room.
you, yeah.
Because I was really like not feeling it after work. I left work early because I was not feeling it. So
Yeah. I haven't held a conversation with Alicia since coming back from spring break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but it's just like I feel like me and you are never in the dorm anymore either. I'm always out, you're always out. By the time I get back, it's usually really late at night. Um,
And I'm always out late.
you're at
Come
ARC
back
all
home,
the time
bro.
now.
Come
Yeah,
back home.
so it's
Go
not
home.
even. It's just been so weird. Like everybody's just out late. Like I'm either at work or like doing something. You're usually at ARC. All of our other roommates are doing their thing. Like we're just evolving and growing into bigger and better people. Bigger, definitely.
Bigger.
Definitely
I was gonna
bigger.
say bigger.
For those that
Bigger.
don't know, actually, I should introduce you like this. She's my Rosati's buddy. If you don't know, you're not a UIC local. Rosati's is a pizza place near UIC, right next to JST, actually. And first semester, they knew us by name. By name, by face. They have given us free pizza because we go there so often. Me and Nomin, they hated to see us coming. We were
They
there.
literally
We were there all the time. Nomin's car declined. Like,
Wait, I have a story.
The
It was
Rosati
my
story?
birthday. It was gonna be my birthday, and we never go to Rosati's at a reasonable time. We always go past 12
11 o'clock.
a.m.
Yeah, past
12 a.m.
Yeah. Never
Actually,
at a
this
reasonable
time we were at like 11:30, but we were gonna go. We went to Rosati's.
I think the earliest we've been to Rosati's is like 9.
yeah,
9 p.m.
yeah. Wow, that's really big. But it was the day before my birthday, and we went to Rosati's, and around this time, I got like weird charges on my card that did not belong to me. So like my bank would text me and it's like, "Do you recognize this transaction?" And I'd be like, "No." So it locked my card, and my card kept declining. Guys, my card has declined at Rosati's 3 times. It's a humiliating story, but they know me. They know my
Yeah.
voice. They know me.
Yeah.
But we go over there, and then I was like, "Alicia, you have to buy me pizza. Like, my birthday's coming up. Like, my card might actually decline." And we get there, and this girl is like, "No, it's okay." She gives us the pizza, and it's like, "It's okay." And we're like, "What?
Yeah.
You guys are here like every day. Every day. Every day." Oh my God. Like, I felt so happy because like, oh my God, it's like a sign. Like, it's my birthday. But
Right.
also like, why the
That's okay. It's okay.
why did we just get called out so bad? I was so like, I could not figure out my emotions on that because why did I actually just get called out so badly?
Yeah, I think we walked in silence back because we were so embarrassed. Like they literally were like, "Yeah, you're here every day," and we're like, "I don't think we're here every day." And they were
every
like,
week.
"We're every other day," and we were like, "Okay." No, it was bad, bro. My first semester, if you looked at my card charges, it was just Rosati's every other day. It was bad. Okay, to be fair, Rosati's gives you, it's like $5 a slice. It's a huge slice. Like one slice is enough.
Big as your head.
Right. Like me, usually, like, if I'm eating just at a regular pizza place, I'm downing like half a box. Realistically, like I could probably clear half a box, maybe more than half a box. So if I'm telling you that this big slice is enough, it isn't enough. Like
It fills you up really good.
it does.
Which the story we will be telling later was my first time having Rosati's, my love.
That was your first time?
That was my first time.
Oh my god.
And I've been
that
in
night
love
took your
ever
Rosati's
since.
virginity. It popped your Rosati's cherry.
My Rosati's cherry. But yeah, 7-Eleven, Rosati's, and Doghouse hate to see us coming.
I feel like I've been going to Doghouse more lately.
Me too.
Uh,
I like Doghouse.
not
more.
anything against Rosati's. It's just sometimes
had
I'm
it
more
so
in the mood
much.
for hot dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rosati's hated to see us coming. But if you haven't tried Rosati's and you're in the UIC area, definitely go try it out. They're like a great like just late night meal. Like you go out, you have late night studying, you need food. They're open till 2 a.m. Like literally, Rosati's sponsor us. Why?
I know.
am I plugging them right now?
Yeah, we're plugging them so hard.
But yeah, just go check them out because they're pretty good. And they always give me free ranch. Beware that they might charge you for ranch, but we're
She's
tight like
special.
that, so they
Bro.
never charge me for ranch.
I went to Rosati's like 3 weeks ago. She wasn't with me for once. And then the girl was like, "Where's my girl?"
Yeah, she asked for me. I was like, I got a snap, and I was like, girl, because it was a video of our favorite worker asking me where I was, and I was like, girl, I'm at home. And we need to go make a trip. It's been a while since
We gotta tell her to hop on the cherry on.
Yeah, can we?
top.
I'll let her know next time we're there to hop on the podcast. Okay, guys, you've been waiting. Here's our story for the week. Let us preface this with saying all of the events that we are about to describe are completely alleged. There is no case, there's no evidence to support this. It would not hold up in a court of law. Actually, this isn't even us in the story. It's a friend of a friend.
Yeah, it was
allegedly.
Unk and Miss PSG.
Yeah, like, we're character names. Like, this is just a story. Purely that, fictional story. It did not happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's get into
I
it.
read this on Wattpad.
It was on Reddit. We actually got the story from Reddit.
Yeah, we got it from Reddit.
From Reddit. Okay. So, where do we even start with this story? I think, okay.
First of all, we've been pushing pizza and wine back so much.
Yes. Okay, so, allegedly, the first week of the semester, when I met everybody, we had I came up with this idea. I was like, I'm roommates with a bunch of freshmen. Kind of weird, but you know what freshmen love? They're probably coming to college looking to get some experience, something like that. I was like, let's have a pizza and wine night. Like, chill little, like, girly night, like, for the girls at home. That way everybody gets to know each other. Obviously, we're not doing, like, shots, so we don't have to get real personal and up close up front, but I thought it would just be a cute little night. So the first week, I think me and one of our other roommates went to Target, and we got
Probably Olivia.
Yeah.
We're
gonna bleep out her name. We're not gonna dox her. But we went to Target and I got a bottle. And basically this was just been a plan since first week of the semester. We were like, we're gonna go get rosatis and we're gonna drink wine and just have a little chill night. This never happened. It got pushed back. I don't think it ever did happen.
No, it did happen. It was when one of our roommates' boyfriends came over. I think it happened this semester, actually.
Yeah, I think if it did happen, like, officially, we've had, like, wine nights and pizza nights and stuff like that. I don't think officially we've had, like, a night like that. But if it did happen, it probably was this semester. But anyways.
4-day bender. It was a 4-day weekend.
Oh, fantastic. We're about to paint ourselves like alcoholics or something.
Please.
Allegedly. We're not. We're both very studious people. I'm an engineering student. She's an accounting student. We're doing very good in school. We have a lot of stuff that going on outside of classes and extracurriculars and stuff we do. We have a very balanced life, but we're here to keep it real with you. So we're giving you the unfiltered truth.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Because this is allegedly, yeah, this is just like real college student stuff.
Yeah.
If you look at my roommates, specifically us freshmen, it's very typical freshman behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So please do not, especially because I'm a guest, please don't think I came here to talk about how much of an alcoholic I am. I'm not.
We're not. Absolutely
I'm not.
not.
Okay.
No.
When the opportunity comes, why would you deny?
Right. College is about new learning experiences, and that doesn't have to be with going out or anything like that. Everybody has their thing. And for us, this was our thing. First semester, I feel like we were doing a lot more.
Really? I feel like we were very tame first semester.
Really? This story is anything but tame.
Okay.
Enough foreplay. Let's get into the story. So, if you guys don't know, there is a page called Greek Monkey, allegedly.
Polish Monkey.
Polish Monkey, let's say that. That posts parties around the city that are 18 plus for, like, UIC students, Chicago students, Loyola, anything like that. So they had posted a party for White Lies. It was White Lies themed. This was our first night out all together as roommates. To be honest, that was a fun night. A lot went wrong, but it was a fun night. So,
allegedly.
Okay, talk about how the night started for you.
Was this a Friday night?
I think so.
You start first.
Okay. For me, what started first was I was scrambling to find a white shirt because I had a nice white top, but I did not want to write on it with the black Sharpie, so I put tape over it. So the way that I remember the night starting is everybody was crowded in the living room. It was like a tornado came through our room. We were all rushing to get ready. We were all trying to, like, get the pregame in, all that stuff. One of our roommates is writing a lot of, because she has she's a little more artsy, so she was writing all the stuff. getting our t-shirts all in line. Then I was doing my makeup and things, and then basically we were having a good time. Music was playing. We're naturally scrambling for the Uber. Like, I don't know why. As soon as the Uber hits, suddenly everybody has 10 unfinished things to do. So that was what was happening. Then one of our roommates, what should we call her? Onion Queen.
Onion Queen.
That's her nickname. She starts crying. And that was basically the foreshadowing for the entire night. This was a night of a lot of crying. I didn't cry that night, but almost everyone else did. But yeah, she started crying. We're all trying to calm her down. What were you doing while this was happening?
Trying to say the ABCs and walking in a straight line and getting my ID together.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I think I did a sobriety test on you.
This
or
happens
something like
every
that.
time I'm with Alicia.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm not that messed up," and then I do a sobriety test and she fails it horribly. So while that was happening, 'cause our roommate Onion Queen was crying. So me and one of my other roommates are trying to give her a pep talk. There is actually a digital photo of me holding her by the shoulders,
Allegedly,
trying to hype her up.
No.
All this being said, we did have a really cute picture.
Yeah, I have a digital camera and we were taking pictures there. It was with the other, not Onion Queen. You were giving a pep talk to our other roommate. So you two had a plan.
Right.
So if an extra fact, so 3 of us are actually high school friends.
Mm-hmm.
So they just met us. They're trying to understand what is wrong with us and our hometown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was giving a pep talk to one of our other roommates. Onion Queen was crying. She was doing a sobriety test. So as you can see, like, nothing is making sense at this point. Somehow we got a really cute photo on the dispo camera. I think that's honestly one of our best pictures with all of us together.
Yeah.
We don't have that many pictures of all of us together, but that really showed, like, our innocence and, like, how much we actually really liked each other at the beginning of the semester. Don't get me wrong, we still like each other. We just are, like... Oh, maybe not. Never mind. But anyways, we were like low-key inseparable during that time. We were together all the time. Mainly because we had nothing else to do. So we would just hang out all the time. Anyways, finally the Uber comes. Onion Queen is still crying in the car. She is sitting on the lap of one of our other roommates, and we are all trying to calm her down. At this point, all of us are allegedly inebriated. Like, we're a little messed up. You were sitting on the other side of the car, right?
I was sitting right next to you. Onion Queen was on her other roommate's lap, and I was sitting in the middle next to you.
Oh, okay.
Boy was sitting up front.
What was your white lie for that night? Do you remember what it was?
I am not a crash out, and I would like to say, I know that sounds corny, like, oh, crash out. Now that I think about it, I should have said I am not dramatic. Because I ended up...
I am not sensitive.
Crash. Here she goes again. I want to say something. I am the youngest daughter. I am the youngest child. And I've been silenced my entire life. Okay? I can never get a sentence in. And all these older siblings, every single one of them is an older sibling except me. I am the youngest child. So I get shut down all the time. And it just reminds me of childhood. When people wouldn't listen to me. And I'm just like... And Alicia is the number one... Perpetrator, exactly.
And I proudly do it. But anyways... So yeah, we made it to the venue. We like stumble out of the car. I think my white lie was... I drive the speed limit. Yeah. For the record, I don't do that, but I mean allegedly.
Allegedly.
But we get out of the car. I think this is where everybody kind of got separated, because as soon as we got out of the car, well, okay, no. First the fight happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you remember from the fight?
I don't. So first of all, Onion Queen is still crying, and then boy. Her white lie was, I'm a boy.
Yes. For reference, she's a mask.
She has short hair. Yeah.
Which is going to play a pretty pivotal role in the story.
I'll say boy and Onion Queen They went out a lot, even before this.
They went out a couple times before
Yeah.
all of us went out.
And they saw these guys that they saw every single, like, function they went to, allegedly. So they're like, yo, my boy, like, hi, like, and then the guy lies, or my onion queen was like, is that water? It's a clear water bottle.
She's like,
he's like
swaying side to side at this point.
And he's like, yeah. And he takes a drink. She drinks it. It's vodka, allegedly.
Yeah.
She starts crying more.
All of a sudden, I started hearing like somebody wailing, like somebody killed their dog or something like that. Like, I whip my head around. Boy is, for reference, boy is 5'2", 5'3", maybe. I don't actually even know.
5'2", short hair.
Right. This guy is like easily 6'2". Like, he's not
Muscles.
like, he's not like jacked, but he's built for sure. She is fully, I would say, getting into his face, but her face is at his chest. So she's trying to square up with them, and she's like, why would you give her that? Why would you poison her? Acting like she like literally like dropped some kind of like roofie in her drink or something like that. Onion Queen is dying on the floor. Like, literally genuinely like gagging on the floor. She's like rolling around. I'm turned around and I'm like, what is going on? Our other roommate, I'm gonna call her Cornstalk.
Cornstalk.
Because she loves her corn, but she gets in the middle, and it's basically like, let's have a good night, guys.
We always quote that.
Because that's literally what she said. And
my dad, Cornstalk is white, if you couldn't tell from the name that we gave her. And she's like, my dad works at JP Morgan, like, I'll give you an internship.
This guy's apparently like a finance major or something. And that calms him down real quick.
JP Morgan?
Yeah, they start chatting up about JP Morgan. I think boy is still trying to like cause something, but they're too busy talking about JP Morgan. In the end, I think they make up or something, because I'm not sure, because at this point, I'm running after you.
No, we were like, I'm a rule follower, and I was like, we gotta go to the end of the line.
Right.
So, allegedly. Yeah, so we're going to the end of the line. I'm like, I'm really bored up here. I don't really know what these people are talking about. So I'm like, guys, people are going to get mad at us. Let's go to the end of the line. So we're walking, and then boy apparently knows everybody and their mom.
Yeah.
And so boy and Onion Queen are saying like, hi to everyone. And I'm like, nah, I got to go to the end of the line. So we meet these girls. It was this one girl's birthday, and she leaves me there, and she's like, hey, guys, can you watch her like I'm some dog?
No, I was standing with you for a good 10 minutes before I left. Because I was, okay,
Lies.
So we got separated. Cornstalk, Boy, and Onion Queen were talking to some other people in line, like, way up above us. Me and her went to the back of the line, which is where we met these girls. So we were talking for, like, I think, like, 10 minutes, and I was like, where are they? It's been, like, 10 minutes. Like, why aren't they back here yet? Or like, did they find another spot in line? Like, what's going on? Because I was like, I want us to go in together, because all of us are a little messed up. So I was like, I don't want anybody to go off on their own. So I go up, I asked them to watch her, because you can't even say that you didn't even need watching. Like, you were rolling into the fence.
There was a metal fence, or what would you call that? Like, think of
like a chain link fence.
Yeah. I could not stand still. I was basically laying on there.
She was using it to like stand straight. Basically.
But yeah, those girls were so nice. Unfortunate that it was one of their birthdays, and then the night didn't end up good.
Yeah.
But you came back and dragged me, like, to cut the line.
Right, because at this
guilty.
point, I went and found out that Boy and Onion Queen and all of them had found another spot in line, and they had told us to come up there. So I come back. And then, I don't know at this point where these girls are. I think they're still in the back. But then,
oh my God,
that's
wait,
when
I
we
was
started...
like, no, I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I'm a rule follower, guys. I'll say that right now. I don't want anyone to be upset at me. Like, I have anxiety. Like, let's chill on me. And I was like, I feel bad. I don't want to cut in line. And they're like, no, baby, go have fun for me. Like, go. And they were so nice.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you guys so much. I also have another story to add. So, you know the guy that they were trying to fight in the beginning? Boy was trying to fight in the beginning. His friend was there. If you know anything about Alicia, allegedly, she hates anyone younger than her. And she found this one guy cute.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
And she was talking to him. And so we're like trying to like quietly or like subtly ask like how old he is. He's a freshman.
Immediately I backed off. Immediately, I think every single thing that I found about him that was attractive immediately down the drain. I actually felt disgusted. I damn near ran away. At what point did you start crying?
I don't know. I think it was really late. I think it was like 11:30 or something like that.
No, you were crying while we were still in line.
I know, but it was like 11:30.
Okay. At some point in this story, it may have been after we cut in line, may have been before.
It was after we cut in line.
But all of a sudden, she's like hanging back, and I'm like, Nomin, the line is moving up. Like, let's go. You, from what I recall, you quite literally, like a Victorian wife whose husband just died, fell to the ground.
This is true.
Started rolling on the ground up against the fence. And was just crying. And I was like, Nomin, what's wrong? And do you want to explain what was wrong?
Yeah. So, boy, I mean, two of our roommates and I, we are all from the same friend group in high school. And then that friend group fell apart 2 weeks before college started. So it was just a mess. And one of the girls was my best friend. And I hadn't spoke to her in so long, and it was her birthday that day, and it just came over me, just like everything that happened. Like, this friend group meant so much to me, and then I was barely talking to any of them except the two roommates who live with me now, and I was just like, oh my god, she is probably at home celebrating her birthday by herself, and I am out here in the streets of Chicago faced.
Mm-hmm.
Write that down. Sorry, guys. I try not to swear a lot.
It's okay.
I don't
it
really
happens.
try. Okay. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, here I am actually losing my mind in the streets of Chicago. So I actually start sobbing and crying because, this girl was my best friend for like 5-6 years. And we barely talked anymore at that point. So it just like hit me while I was allegedly under the influence. And yeah.
So then I proceeded to start a whole like philosophical talk of how friends come and go, people enter your life and leave. College is about starting new experiences. I'm spitting like straight unk wisdom because a similar thing happened to me actually in high school and my freshman year. Like, just the idea of people leaving and going is just, I feel like, pretty common, especially in college. I feel like that's when I really realized, like, people can enter your life just as quickly as they can leave your life. I feel like in college, there's kind of this notion that since you guys see each other so often, you can make friends really, really quickly in college.
Mm-hmm.
That's not always the case for everybody, but I feel like at times you end up just becoming best friends with the person that you barely even talk to in a matter of like months. But at the same time, what I've noticed in college is that people can cut you off, or people can drop you, or people can stop talking to you, or just fizzle out, or like kind of have a falling out, or just grow apart just as quickly as you became friends with them. So basically I'm having this whole philosophical conversation with her, trying to hype her up, get her off of the floor. I think eventually,
off the fence. No.
I think it did end up working because you got up and you were like, hell yeah, let's go. And we were ready to get into the club. And then boom, party got popped. All of a sudden, all we see is sirens, lights, everybody is getting out of line. Some people are screaming that the venue is at capacity. They're not letting in any more people for the rest of the night. There's cop cars everywhere. I try to gather all my kids and we try to get out of there. At this point, I'm definitely like, my eyes are going in two different directions.
Yeah.
Cornstalk was the only one that was sober.
Dead sober.
I don't know if she was dead sober, maybe a little bit like messed up, but definitely like pretty sober. She, mind you, she's the only white one of us, and she is the most terrified of the cops.
Know me.
But
actually,
you weren't stressing that much that night.
Well, I was.
You were preoccupied. But Cornstalk is actually like tweaking over the fact that there are cop cars and that there's like, the cops weren't even there for us. They're not trying to stop anybody who's going to the party. They're just trying to make sure that everybody leaves. So we're leaving and Cornstalk is like tweaking out. We walk up the road. Boy starts filming a snap video of the fact that we wasted $17 to try and get into this.
It was my last
establishment.
$17.
Yes, it was most of our last $17. I think she DM'd Greek Monkey right there.
She did.
Saying like she needed a refund or something.
The video was so funny, guys.
We can't show it, but it was so hilarious because it's just her crying to the camera about how she lost $17. And in the background, you can see like the two, me and I think Onion Queen like holding her up. Anyways, I don't know what happened in the next 5 minutes. We ended up
in a gas station.
There
was a tweaker outside.
We were trying to call an Uber.
Oh my god, that took 30 minutes.
It genuinely took 30 minutes. Okay, mind you, this entire time, Cornstalk is still tweaking out. She is concerned that, because I'm the Uber person, usually I'm the one that calls the Uber, just because even if I am on a night out or anything like that, I'm usually the one that's end up taking care of other people. And no matter how gone I am, I can always lock in and if somebody needs help, I can always lock in and get people home. Or get them to where they need to be, or call the Uber. Like, I'm never too gone for that. That's just, like, always how I am.
But apparently this time you were.
No. Okay, so let me tell you. What happened was, I called the Uber, then the Uber came, and they were like, yeah, we're not letting you in. Because...
There's 5 of us.
There was 5 of us, but also because Boy, at this point, I turn around while I'm trying to call the Uber, I turn back around to face them, and Boy has their head in the bushes. Quite literally.
Literally.
At this point,
allegedly there is evidence.
We're waiting on like the corner, like this intersection, just trying to get the Uber because we don't really know where else to go. Anyways, I'm not really worried because there's plenty of people around. We're with like a group of 5 people. I don't think really anything is gonna happen. But basically, we are trying to get the Uber. 2 cops roll up on us because they see Boy with her head in the bushes. Thankfully, our white queen, Cornstalk, managed to go up and persuade the officers to leave because God knows that if I had tried to do that, they would have put us all in cuffs.
I was gonna so confidently say something and I was like, actually, nah. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, we were literally, and I realized I was gonna say party and I knew the state I was in, so I shut up and turned around. So Cornstalk really stepped in and used her white privilege.
She did, and she saved us that night, so thank you, Cornstalk. So I'm trying to call the Uber. The Uber basically says that he's not going to let us in. And we're like, okay, so cancel the Uber then, because if I cancel it, I'm going to have to pay for the cancellation fee. So I'm like, okay, you canceled the ride then. So he leaves. The Uber is still not canceled. Like, my bill meter is still running. And I'm trying to call the guy. I'm texting him on the Uber app, like all this stuff. Like, it's just not working. Eventually, Cornstalk translates to the fact that I'm too messed up that I can't call the Uber. That's why this Uber is not coming. I'm trying to explain to her that I'm not, that this is what happened, but obviously my words are not coming out very properly. She's starting to really tweak out. So what ends up happening is we have to call a Lyft off of Cornstalk's phone. And this is my cherry on top for this story. The cherry on top was the fact that the Lyft driver finally came. He basically was like, yeah, no, I'm not letting you in, because he saw the condition that Boy was in, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm not having anybody throw open my car. Like, no, absolutely not. Then I pipe up with my infinite wisdom, because at this point, the Lyft driver is misgendering her friend. So it says I'm a boy on her shirt. Obviously, she's not a boy. But
she has short hair.
She has short hair, so I guess I can
girly.
understand. But like, if you knew her, she's very feminine. So the Lyft driver is like, yeah, I'm not letting him in my car. And I realized this is our second Uber, the second Lyft, whatever. We need to get home. We've been sitting on this curb for like 30 minutes. Cornstalk is tweaking out.
Onion Queen is crying.
You're like, I don't even know what you're doing.
I was sending people snaps.
Boy is still on the floor. I'm like, we need to get home. So I pipe up and I'm like, no, he's just really sad. Like, that's what's going on. Like, he's just so heartbroken. I don't know how, but we went back and forth with this Lyft driver for like a good 10 minutes, and somehow he eventually let us in and then continued to misgender our friend. And I went with it because I was not about to correct this man and explain to him that, oh, that's just a masked lesbian. And then he'll be like, oh, no, get out of my car. Like, I don't know what this guy's deal is. Like, I'm just going with the flow. So, mind you, in the back, boy is gurgling.
Okay, so me and Cornstalk and I were put in the very back. This is a van, and we're put in the very back, and I'm sitting there saying my own stuff. Cornstalk was gonna kill me. Cornstalk
Genuinely
had
was
enough.
like almost gagged her.
But yeah, I'm texting someone, but something about me, I have really bad car sickness when I look at my phone. Like, I think I'm dying if I stare at my phone too long in the moving vehicle. But yeah, so I'm like, because I feel like I'm gonna throw up, allegedly. And boy is sitting right in front of me, in the seat in front of me, and I hear, and I'm like, oh.
She's throwing up into Onion Queen's purse. She has the purse in front of her. I don't know if she actually did throw up into it, but she's like holding it like she's gonna throw up into it. So every time she gurgled, naturally the Uber driver is like looking behind. So I'm sitting in the very front seat, the passenger seat. I start speaking even louder every time that she gurgles. Like, you'll start, so tell me about, the guy was from South Africa.
South Africa.
We started talking about
Trevor Noah.
South Africa, and I was like, do you know Trevor Noah? Like, everyone in South Africa knows Trevor Noah. I was like, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I have no idea why.
And I decided, and from the back seat, I know Trevor Noah.
And Cornstalk shut her ass up really quick.
Cornstalk would not let me talk.
Genuinely, she was like, let Alicia talk, let Uncle talk, like. And somehow I kept this guy's attention. I don't know how he really, at that point, he was not noticing that boy was about to die in his seat. I somehow like managed to distract him, and he kept taking wrong turns. Like, the GPS would be like, oh, turn left in 500 feet. And then he'd be like, okay, so I go straight. And I'm like, so actually that's not what you're supposed to do. I end up giving this man directions, and I'm like, okay, so turn like right up here. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna go onto this exit. Sir, what is going on here? He probably was trying to get the meter to keep running. Like, if there was a longer ride, maybe he would get paid more. I don't really know how Lyft or Uber works, but I'm not sure. Or maybe he was just really bad with directions. I'm not really sure. And he was like, yeah, I think something's wrong with the GPS. And I'm like, yeah, man, the GPS is so crazy. Like, why would it tell you to turn right and then you would go straight? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And the entire Uber ride, I'm talking to him. And somehow I managed to get us out of the situation. I think everybody can agree, right? That
the conversation about South Africa, I had to listen to that conversation for 25 minutes straight because he could not get us to the destination
right
at a reasonable time.
But me talking to him is the reason that we got home that night, because he was not going to let us in his Uber. Because I like somehow charmed him, smooth talked him. I don't even know. He let us into his Uber. So basically, cherry on top, I saved the night. Yes. But immediately after we got out of the Uber, though, I got out of the Uber. Boy immediately collapsed to the floor.
Everyone got out of the Uber before. So me and Cornstalk, Onion Queen, she steps out. Mind you, Alicia's been trying to convince this man the whole 25-minute ride that boy was fine.
That he was sad. That was the reason that he was just heartbroken. That's why he was like this.
Immediately collapses on the floor. Like, immediately.
Not even there wasn't even a stumble. There wasn't like a nothing.
The second
straight to the ground.
And I was like, boy, get up! Boy, get up! Alicia decides to treat me like I'm the one in the worst state. So she's like, Cornstalk, go take Nomin.
Because at this point, we just need to get somebody home. I was like, okay, Cornstalk is pretty sober. Let her take care of, because I only let Olivia go with you, Cornstalk go with you because I knew Cornstalk would be fine with you. Like, you would just listen to her, so it would be fine. But I couldn't leave Onion Queen with Boy because she was there was no way that she was gonna be able to get her inside by herself. So I sent them away. It was basically like, just get out of here, bro. Like, save yourselves. The Uber driver magically has a case of water in the back of his seat, the trunk, and he's like, hey, do you want some water? And I'm like, so you couldn't have offered this to us like 20 minutes ago, but okay, thank you. Gives us a glass of water, and me, Onion Queen, and Boy end up spending the next 30 minutes on the steps outside of JST, or like not like the bench outside of JST.
Bleep.
The bench.
She said our place of residence.
Oh, who cares? Anyways, outside of JST, somehow we ended up all coming back in one piece. Then we put Boy to bed. Onion Queen also goes to bed. then me, Cornstalk, and you.
Oh my God. Wait. Me and Cornstalk were sitting in the living room with our clothes, our bed clothes on, ready to go to bed. And I'm like, where are my friends? Where are my high
Yeah,
school
you guys were
friends?
waiting for us. Yeah.
These people are a mess. So I'm like, I'm going to go check on them. Yes. So I go downstairs, go down the elevator. I open the door. So we have to swipe in, and then there's another door we have to use our card to swipe to gain entry.
Mm-hmm.
So I open that door. Boy has magically come. She runs in. Like, it was like perfect timing. I open the door and it's Boy. So she runs in and we're like, oh my God. Like, so she runs to the elevator. And you guys, it was killing. So we get to the 6th floor. I'm like, are you okay? She's like quiet. She's like holding on to like the railing in the elevator. And she's like quiet. And
like,
she
actually can't speak.
actually bolts like to the bathroom. She hadn't even fully crouched down in the toilet before she just like
projectile vomited.
I mean, it got in the toilet.
Yeah.
But you guys, if you saw the view I saw, you would actually die.
Mind you, she was throwing up for 30 minutes outside of JSC as well. But whatever.
She threw up in the morning as well.
Yes. But then, yeah, we put them to bed. Somehow we all made it home safe. Nothing was lost. Nothing was broken. No one was arrested. And then that's when me, you, and Cornstalk decided to go to Rosati's after everybody went to bed. We were like, dang, let's reward ourselves for like not being the problematic ones tonight. And we went and got
Alicia
Rosati's.
had to pay for our pizzas because, again, like I said, I used my last $17 on that stupid party that we couldn't even make it into.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, low-key, there was a trend of not being able to make it into the functions because of how hard people pregame.
Yeah.
I think Halloween was the only time we were able to make it in.
Yeah.
After that, yeah, it was bad.
And then, yeah, that was honestly like I think our only successful night
Halloween.
out. But that wasn't with everybody. With all of our roommates together. Oh, Nicole wasn't there the first time. Oop, bleep.
Cut it.
Oops. We're not doxing anybody, guys. But yeah, like crazy story. That makes us really look like degenerates. I promise you we are not degenerates. We just have a few good stories, and that's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything else to add? Do you want to tell anything to the viewers?
Oh my God, you just mumbled. You're gonna to the viewers.
Do you want to tell anything to the viewers?
I am not an alcoholic. Our dorm, we are not like that. We are not those type of people.
Mm-mm.
I just apparently keep getting opportunities and time to do it. So if you've been through what I've been through these past few weeks, you would understand. But I just want to say it is okay to live a little. It's okay to think you ruined your night, your life on a night out, or maybe you aren't completely in the right head. It's okay. At the end of the day ended. That is a quote by Ksenia. Ksenia says it a lot, and she's inspired me, and I say it, and other people get inspired.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay, because the next morning, you wake up. There have been so many times where I thought my life was going to end because of the stupid decisions I made. But life goes on.
That's actually a really great message. I really like that. That's literally moral of college. You're going to make mistakes.
We're
Get up and
young.
move on.
We're
Exactly.
young. We're not going to remember this. Maybe we will remember this in 5 years, but it's just, you're going to think into the future.
It's going to be a funny story.
You're just going to be like, oh my God, that was so stupid. It's not going to like keep you up at night.
Because let me tell you, the next day, no one thought this was funny. We were all like mourning the loss of the night before. But now it's a really great story. So anytime you have a bad night, a bad day, just think, wow, this is going to make such an amazing story for the weeks coming.
Oh my God. First semester, that story got brought up once a week.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was so funny. Because everyone
so funny.
had different perspectives from it.
Everybody was living a different life that night.
And then hearing the story directly from Boy was also funny.
Yeah.
Like, what was she doing, bro? Get up. That's what I was screaming before Alicia told me, allegedly, to get Cornstalk to get me back into the dorm.
So moral of the story, go allegedly have fun. and live a little and learn from your mistakes. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed our stories. Hope you got a little laugh out of this little hour with us. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. And if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Know that we come out Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. And just have a great week ahead. I hope everybody has an amazing week.
And let us know in the comments if I should take over Ksenia's position.
Yeah. We'll top comment will decide who stays on the permanent co-host. All right, guys.
Let it be Ksenia.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for having me.